My beautiful Aqua Soul family, my Aqua gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. Y'all already know I am, baby. We ready to get into some things. They wasn't giving me nothing during the pre-shuffle, honey. This person is like, yeah, you gotta work for it. Holy angels and spirit guides, give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to the new, baby. This is going to be for new love and new love only, or if you're dealing with somebody on the newer end. Okay, so if you're newly seeing someone, this could be somebody that is getting ready to show up, actually, right? For those of you who are not really involved just yet, you might not even be looking. In fact, if you're not looking, if you've told yourself that you're not gonna look, the chances that this person is showing up is even higher. Okay, that's what they're saying. So anyway, before we hop in, guys, please take a moment and click that like button. Okay, click the subscribe button, y'all. Do it. Make it, you know, make it official, right? I don't like the back and forth thing. I like exclusivity, honey. You know, become a part of the game, become a part of the team. We would love to have you. So go ahead and smash that thing, okay? Tap it, flip it, rub it down, okay? Let your girl know that you're here. Down below is the roll call, y'all. You know, it's almost our time, okay, Aqua Gang? Our birthday season is almost here. Put your birthdays down below or just send me a little hey girl, hey. So let's go ahead and hop into something, okay? Now, here's the thing, right? Even though no cards came out, the overall, like, most poignant and prominent energy showing up was mystery, right? A mysterious sort of aura about this person is sexy mysterious, though, right? It's not this sort of kind of wondering what's wrong with them, right? It's not like a red flaggish. It's sort of intrigue. That's what it is. It's intriguing. This person is very intriguing. They do like show up a certain way, but there are many different layers to this person. This could also be energy that I'm picking up that they feel from you as well. So the both of you are equally intrigued, but they're really wanting me to focus on this person's energy so you can see what you're getting yourself into, is what they're saying. See, don't be sorry, be careful, right? So it's like you both are intrigued with one another. You are both intrigued, yet sort of like, I need this person to show me if it's real. I need this person to show me what's up. Like, if they don't show me something soon, then I'm out of here sort of energy. There is a bit of patience that is needed. That doesn't mean that you don't be careful. You still need to be careful and vet one another properly. But again, there's something about this person when they show up. It's like you don't really know. It's something. It's just something about them. You can't quite put your finger on it. The longer the two of you indulge one another is the word that they used. Indulge, right? So it's fun. It's a sexy kind of mystery or mysterious energy. That's just what I kept feeling, right? It's like they give you just enough. They're not holding back, but they just give you just enough. So this is the type of person who, when you ask them questions, they're not going to overshare. They're not going to overgive. They may have been burnt in the past as well. I don't get that this is them operating out of hurt, resentment, bitterness, like a man or a woman scorn. I get that they have learned some very tough lessons and they want to be careful more than sorry. So there could be hobbies that this person is into. There could be things that they actually like. They may have some forms of kinks, right? They may really be into things that they're just like, yeah, you just wait for it. This person is definitely all about the foundation, right? Setting the right tone, understanding one another fully before really opening that next chapter. So this is the type of person that goes from chapter to chapter. They're very patient. This person might be a little bit older than you, or they may come off as an old soul based on what they have been through in the past. Okay, so this is not somebody who's trying to rush into stuff, you guys. They are not. They're going to have lots of questions for you. And if you're matching this person's energy, then that's something that's really sticking out to them. See? Yeah. Right? So it's like a bit of a tug of war here, but it's enjoyable. You see what I'm saying? You both are possibly going to like get a kick out of this sort of push and pull that comes from this. There is a bit of sexually charged energy there. There's a bit of passion there. There's a bit of smarts, right? So both of you very much so logical, very much so very intellectual. Intellectual banter is what I'm seeing. And then there's also this air of not yet, right? Like, we're not going to delve into that just yet. And you both have your times in which you make that a thing. So let's say, for instance, the two of you are having a conversation about your past or your exes. One of you might be like, yeah, no, we're not going to talk about the exes just yet, right? Like, I'm not going to give you the game plan so you can learn what the fuck to do to me to get me, sorry, you know, to make me feel, you know, like I'm doing the same thing. Or there could potentially be a lesson that you've learned about telling somebody too soon about how you've been hurt, or oversharing, right? This is really about oversharing. I don't get that the two of you are purposefully holding, well, yes, you are. You're purposefully holding back. But the important things you are both sharing, if that makes sense. You're just not oversharing. The two of you both recognize that there is a time frame before you start opening up in certain areas. And so I feel like you're going to find that attractive within them, and they're going to also find that attractive within you as well. There's also this notion that, I don't know who it is, okay? You could tell me down in the comments. It's either you or them. Somebody starts catching feelings. Okay? Are they saying it? No, absolutely not. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. We have to wait. We have to wait it out. They're trying to be careful. There's also this notion that it could just be the attraction, right? The physical attraction initially. There's also this attraction to your mind. You will also have that very same attraction to the way this person talks, how intellectual they are. The questions that they ask are quite different. The things that they deem to be attractive are quite different, right? The compliments that they have for you are not like the compliments that you get from everyone else. And it's just like, wow, I gotta watch you. You know what I mean? You might find yourself falling, right? And it's like, I got to be careful. I need to really make sure that this is the real thing, that it's not just infatuation, that these are actual feelings that I'm having, that it's not just going to dwindle away, that I'm not dealing with somebody who's wearing a mask, all the things, right? And I feel like that energy is both mirrored on both ends, okay? It's mirrored on your end as well as their end. Wait for it. There's also this idea that the two of you have possibly been waiting for this kind of connection for a long time. Is it moving from, you know, we meet each other to we're getting married overnight? No, guys, right? Let's be realistic here, right? This is not a love at first sight sort of situation. This is show and tell, bitch. And nobody is showing, nobody telling. You see what I'm saying? So it's unfolding rather slowly, but here's what I like about it. Here's what I like about the sort of pace that things are going. It's mutual. You see what I'm saying? It's not a game. It is mutual, right? There is a respect for boundaries in that. There is a respecting someone's, like I said, someone's boundaries, someone's standards, how far someone will go. And then there's also an appreciation when the next level is met, right? When you get to that next level. So they're almost, okay, I said it's not a game, but they're giving me the analogy of like a gaming system, right? It's like, it's a level, it's one of the toughest levels, right? And you've played it again and again and again and again and again. And then when you finally make it to the next level, it's very rewarding, right? So there is a reward system here set up in reference to how things unfold in this relationship. And it's very rewarding, right? Once you get to that next level. So the waiting and the kind of showing up, or possibly being met with a no or a hard stop or a pause break, right? There's a bit of a tug, a push and pull in the communication. It's not offensive. Nobody is offended, right? There is just this mystery. There's this intrigue. There is this sort of like, okay, I can respect that. There is a mirrored respect there, you guys. I really do like that. Okay, so I'm not mad at it. Let's kind of dig into the kind of character that we have going on here, okay? I feel like you kind of met your match here, you guys, right? Especially on a mental level. This person reads a lot. They may really surprise you with the kind of words that they pull out. They might be a wordsmith is the phrase that they're giving me. They love vocabulary. That might be something that they take very seriously. It could be something that also is involved in their career, right? Sort of like a writer or a public speaker of some sort. Let's see here. Nope. underlined, right? Like you mean business. It's sort of like you both are like, okay, this girl is something different. This guy is definitely something different. Your friends might not really understand what you see in this because it's not moving super duper duper fast. But as the two of you get to know each other, I feel like you're going to begin to see different parts of one another, right? As the vulnerability starts to show up, once those levels start to be made or broken through, it's really beautiful, okay? It's like a blossoming of a beautiful flower is what they're saying, right? So it could be around springtime. If you haven't met this person yet, then it could be a little bit after spring. They're not really wanting you to put any kind of time frame on it. They kind of just want you to enjoy like the journey. Enjoy the things showing up, right? Enjoy the proof is what they're saying. The proof of what? Of what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for one another. This could definitely be a soulmate or a divine counterpart showing up, you guys. Okay, at the time where you're being your most careful, and it will also feel like the most exhilarating moments of a new connection as well. Try not to let fear get in the way. So let's see here. Look at that. 2 of Swords. Can't make it up. Okay. So this is somebody who likes to be decisive, right? This is why they take so long. They may have been single for a very, very long time. If you so happen to come around to one of their family functions, one of their, they might be an air sign as well, is what they're pointing out, another Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. If you happen to come to one of their family functions or come to some kind of outing, or you meet anybody that they're close to, they are very surprised that you're showing up. Okay, they may have started to suspect that this person was just going to be single forever, or that maybe they were hiding in a closet, right? Nothing wrong with love, you know, love is love, right? But there is this sort of underlining, I don't know, like shame or something. I don't know, shaming in their family, something to that effect. They haven't bought a girl around. They haven't bought a boy around, a man around, or a woman around. And when they finally do, it's the 10 of Cups. It's crazy. So it's going to be kind of weird for their friends, their family, to kind of see them in connection. Look at that 2 of Pentacles. So this person may be known as a player, or they may just be known as a free spirit. They may have introduced everybody that they brought around as like their friend. This is my friend such and such. This is my friend such and such. This is my friend such and such. It's never like, this is somebody who I'm dating. It's never been made clear. Everybody's always confused about this person's love life, about their sexuality. That's what they were trying to say earlier. So there is a question, there is gossip around their family about this person's sexuality. Which way do they go? Which way do they go with this 2 of Swords? Who cares, right? I feel like this person's sexuality is not, they are not ashamed of it, right? Whether they like the same sex or the opposite sex, they might like both, right? It doesn't matter to them. It's just that they have not felt comfortable enough to bring the others around, right? It's always been like kind of up in the air. But I feel like they're going to want to show you off, right? Did I not hear that? Show and tell? Yeah. I feel like this is like show and tell, bitch. They feel like you outdoing them. You outdoing everybody, girl. You outdoing everybody, guy. You outdoing them all. Like you're you are outdoing all of them on your worst day. So they're gonna kind of want to show you off. We have the Fool card. Okay, so I feel like in their past, they definitely took a leap of faith towards something that was very tumultuous. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords here. This is in the positioning of their past, right? Past relationships. It could have been 1 to 2, up to 6 different relationships that did not go quite well. There is one in particular that they kind of went multiple rounds with this person. But I feel like either this person kept them hidden or they kept this person hidden. This was a hidden relationship. It wasn't out in the open, okay? Because based on what their family is saying, they don't meet anybody. Nobody sees anybody. Like, they don't go out. It could have just been a situationship, sort of like a friends with benefits, but a situationship is more appropriate, is what they're saying. We have the 3 of Pentacles, and that's crossing this 9 of Wands. So whoever this individual or these individuals were, they did not quite see this individual as relationship material. They kind of played with them, played games with them, did just enough to make them believe that this 3 of Pentacles would be possible, but they never quite, it just never quite got off the ground. There could also be this sentiment that maybe this person, your person, wasn't as proud to be dealing with this individual. So they could have actually been in this relationship for quite some time. Please only take it how it resonates, okay? Nine of Wands is not a short-term relationship. So it's something that has lasted multiple years, multiple cycles. So if in fact they did bring this older individual, this past relationship around their family, it was one that started fast, it took off fast, it was toxic, it was tumultuous. Their friends and their family started to get sick of them all of a sudden being single, then being in a relationship, then being single, then being in a relationship, but with this person. And they also made the mistake of talking, is what I'm hearing. Right? So telling, okay, yeah, so let me pull this card. Telling their friends and family about the fights that they would have with this person. This person was not good for them, but I feel like that's where the secrecy is coming in. That's why I heard keeping them a secret, kept them a secret. They did not keep them a secret initially, right? This is somebody that they actually thought that they were in love with. I don't really feel the word love when it comes to this because it does feel like they were manipulated. It feels very much so passionately charged, right? A connection that started and it caught ablaze quite fast. This person, their ex had an ulterior motive. Okay. And so when it would come time for them to get into these arguments in which they would get wounded. Okay. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's like getting stabbed in your back in a relationship. Okay. Somebody that you love. And then actively, because your mental space is not, it's not there. Right. All your chakras are blocked with the Nine of Wands. You really don't understand why you would still want to stay with this person. And you also can't see yourself without that person. The same person that stabbed you, right? The same person that hurt you. That's the Nine of Wands. And it's hard to explain to other people because everybody else can see very clearly anybody else's situation. It's always easier to analyze from the outside looking in. So when they would tell about these fights or talk about these betrayals, right? It could be cheating because we do have the Five of Wands here. Even when they were over it, not really over it. That's not the right word. That's not the right phrase to use. Not over it. Even when they were ready to kind of be back with this person, it could be reasons of codependency. It could be reasons of self-doubt, right? Lack mentality, possibly thinking that you'll never find another like this, especially if it was karmic, a karmic soulmate. Those are the kind of relationships where you have the best moments in it and the worst, bitch. It's extreme highs and lows, and it can become very addictive to try and get back to that high, even when you're wounded. So it's like they would tell their friends, their family, about the arguments, and then when they were over it, the family would not be over it then. You know what I mean? When they were ready to take this person back or accept their apology or accept whatever gifts this person was giving to them, accept whatever bullshit this person was trying to feed them, they would then have to hide the relationship because the family is like, we don't fuck with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We're not fucking with him. They had to pretend that they were single. So it took them a long time to get over that is what I'm hearing. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles does suggest that this person has been single, yes, for quite some time, but their family feels like they've been single even longer, but that's only because they kept this relationship here a secret. Oh, shit. So we have Three of Wands. So now they really are ready, right? As I was shuffling the cards, the only card that kind of peeked over was in the Romance Angels deck, and it was calling in your soulmate. So I do feel that energy right here in the middle, right? The Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, along with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in. So they have done the work emotionally. They've done the work physically. They've done the work spiritually to be in a position to be waiting for the relationship that they've deserved, right? That they thought they had in the past. I do feel like that energy is mirrored between the two of you, okay? I have to be honest. We have the King of Cups here as well. Right, so they were at one point in time very much so stuck, right? Even though the key was there the entire time. This ex really took them through some bullshit. I'm going to tell you that, okay? Took them through the ringer. Let's pull some Romance Angels here. Let's see if we can get that same card to come out. You're like, girl, no. We got to see what comes out organically. organically. Okay, so they're leading me to the bottom of the deck again. Okay, all right, so we have that Five of Pentacles. So their codependency has been healed, you guys, right? They planted the correct seeds and now the toxicity no longer lies there. However, we have some ironclad standards, right? This person has themselves wrapped up in a bubble. There is a slight bit of fear about vulnerability again, right? Opening up again, because they have not done so since they became single. And it could be quite a few years for this person, okay? I would say at least 1 year, all the way to about 5 years. Yeah, it could definitely be that long. They've just kind of been working on themselves, re-establishing who they are, and creating some very, very firm boundaries. This person has potentially had to work on boundaries in all connections in their life. Okay, I'm hearing that even some of their family members tap dance all over their motherfucking boundaries, throw motherfucking block parties on their boundaries and shit like that. And this would be the reason. The lack of boundaries is why they attracted this person from the past, right? So you will be able to see the work in this sort of Seven of Wands card, right? It's a very peaceful energy, but it's also very strong, and there's a strength behind this person's nose. Their nose have a period at the end. They're not explaining to you why it's a no. They're not going to explain to you, you know, why they can't do something or why they think a certain way or why life is, they're not doing it any longer, right? And I feel like that's something that has really changed in this person. Okay. I feel like the two of you share that sort of quiet strength. People try you. People do try you because you're quiet, because you are peaceful, because you are tranquil. And then the second they wake up the beast, right? And you start shattering motherfuckers with your sword, then you're the bad guy. This person feels the same way, but they don't have a problem with telling people like it is or putting people in their place. I feel like in the past, they may have had a fear of confrontation, but they no longer have that. Okay, so yeah, so in the past, we have a great deal of deception, guys, right? That they have learned from. Forgiving and learning. I knew it. I knew it. Sorry. Calling in your soulmate. Right? But they had to forgive, and they also had to learn, but they also had to forgive themselves, right? So there is this sentiment of letting go of control issues now that that cycle is over and they are in this position of this Three of Wands. They do need to relinquish control. They're not in control here. They need to lighten up a bit. Both of you, this could be for both of you. There needs to be a bit of lightheartedness, right? Does that mean that you need to move things super duper fast? No, you can still have your standards ironclad while still having some sentiments of vulnerability. That is the King of Cups, by the way, guys, right? That strong strength, that ability to be nurturing, but yet diplomatic, right? It is, yes, being emotionally available, but also being smart as fuck about who has the access to that, okay? So there needs to be balance in that. I don't get that this person is lacking balance, but I feel like when they meet you, it might trigger a few insecurities. Not that you make this person feel insecure. It's just that they have not been in love, right? It's just like they have not been entertaining anybody that they could potentially be romantically involved with. And so it might make them feel just a little bit like out of sorts. Getting back into the dating scene, right? Okay, that's what they're saying. The Temperance is crossing this Page of Swords, excuse me. Getting to know people, starting to date again can be sort of overwhelming. You know what I mean? Because especially if you've been single for a long time, it's like now you have to make space for this. It does take time. It takes energy, and it can in sorts knock you out of balance. So they may be struggling to kind of gain balance once again after being single for so long. Okay, they do view you as wish fulfillment, however, and I also see the Two of Cups over here. So they also view you as a soulmate. They actually called in this soulmate. So it's going to be really interesting to see how things unfold here. You are a very sure fired attraction for this person, an attraction point, a pulse point. Let's see here. Your love life is being affected by children. For some of you, this person might be a single dad or a single mom, and that could be why they remained single. You might also be in that situation, right? Just take it how it resonates. there could be this idea of wanting the kids to be grown, right? To be an empty nester before you start to indulge in romantic connections. But this is where the letting go of control issues come in. Spirit is like, you can tell me what you want. You don't really get to tell me when to do that, right? Or how, or what packaging it comes in, right? Like you don't have that kind of control. I am so happy with you. Wow. Yeah. So I like that, right? And I feel like the sort of attraction that begins here, yes, of course, it starts with the physical qualities, right? We're not stupid here, right? Is what you see with your eyes is what you are attracted to first. But this person has come by many of beautiful people, right? Many of people that they could have been physically attracted to. That's just no longer their meter for how they measure whether or not somebody can have access to them any longer, right? Like that's not how they measure whether or not they will deal with someone. That is not enough. Okay, that is too shallow. They must get deeper. This person really values their peace. Okay. So even though you're checking all the boxes, they view you as motherfucking 9 of cups. It still knocks them off balance because they have not really established a groove, yet with allowing a relationship into their life again. And it's not that they don't want to, it's just they feel like they're a fish out of water. There's something very playful about you that makes them want to open up, right? It makes them want to see this through. They're still trying to be very smart about it, very careful about it. This person might be kind of shy, guys. They're not shy once you get past a certain level, but at the very beginning they may come off as a little bit bashful, a little bit shy. They may kind of stare at you in awe. They may smile. They may look away. If they look away, it is not deception. It is your beauty, right? Like you're very attractive to this person. They want to hear what you're saying. They don't want to be blinded by the way that you look. Very respectful. So this person is very much so a lady, very much so a gentleman, right? But they have a different side once you get beyond a certain level. Just keep that in mind, okay? It will start with conversations, however. This person may also recognize that they have had codependency issues in the past, right? Which is why they've been going solo dolo. And that's also where some of that anxiety may be coming from, especially with the idea of falling in love again. They have worked through those issues, but it's natural to not want, if you've been a certain way for years and years and years and years, right? So they've been known to possibly fall in love quickly, the Fool card, right? Very decisive energy. They've had to learn to be indecisive because not everybody is who they say they are. Not everybody is worthy. Not everybody is on your level. Not everybody will make the right partnership. That shit takes time. So diving in head first with the Fool card is not smart, nor is it careful, bitch. It puts you in a danger zone. Do you understand? This person does recognize that. So they've had to learn. They had to learn how to be more indecisive. This is a very decisive person, but I guess their judgment was kind of off, right? Before they awoken. Well, now that they have addressed all of those issues, they still have been single. So there's been no test run of these new lessons that they've learned. You are the first. So they're a little bit nervous, right? Like if I fall in love with this person, if I fall in love with Aquarius, I do not want to become addicted to another person. Like I don't want to become addicted, right? I'd rather be single. I'd rather be alone before I become an addict for whomever is in my life. They get attached very quickly. I don't get that that's what's going to happen, but that's still a fear of theirs because that's how they were their whole life, right? So that is understandable. You still have to take that leap of faith though, right? You can't let fear be your motivator. You can't let fear outdo your manifestational powers. Like that's bullshit. All right, so that is what I've gotten. Let's go on over to the extended. Okay, I want to really, really dig in over there. I do. Let's see what this person's first impression of you was, right? I would really love to know that. Okay, let's see what do they really want from you, okay? And this connection with you. That will let us know the intentions of their heart's desires to their soul level. What are their intentions so that we can make sure you're safe, right? I also want to know, how do they show up once they have you, right? Once you know them, once you've gotten to know them, what is that other side, right? We saw that it was duality, right? And there's a mysterious portion of this person there's a mystery side that we don't quite see, well, I'm gonna look at it. Okay? Yeah, what the fuck you think we're here for? Yeah. You don't get to be a mystery in my readings, ma'am, sir, bruh, sass. I'm talking to your person now. We will be looking at that. We will spy. Okay? I want to know what that entails. Okay, let's see what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. Let's also see, do they change once they feel like they have you? What would their exes have to say about them? Good or bad? We see what they said about their exes. Let's see what their exes have to say in rebuttal. Okay, let's see what their greatest insecurities are and if that will any way affect you or this relationship should you decide to invest. Okay, and then we'll also see what blockages could prolong growth in this, right, towards all of the shit that you're going towards. What blockages could prolong the things that you are trying to bring in? Love, money, relationships, spirituality, whatever it might be, and how to address removing those blockages ASAP. Let's also see what the potential for longevity and union is with this new thing, okay? We'll look at some time frames, of course, to see when this person is coming in, and if you already met them, when it has the ability to move on to the next level, okay? And then we'll get some advice. So without further ado, please click that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I'm gonna put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see y'all over there. So let's go.